This is Jovi and Sonora with Philosophical Squirrels.
So,
I
First-
cracked my fingers, sorry.
first episode of Philosophical Squirrels. I can speak English.
We're getting there. It's a
All
good...
right, Earth,
Yeah.
humanity, questions. The letter Q.
French fries.
Your mom.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-doo.
All right, topic for today.
Okay, we are picking out of a hat, and we have taken random polls through many group chats.
Jovi, I thought your project was first.
You're right. Okay, so we're doing no, okay. The topic for today's podcast is confidence and ways that we deal with it or come across it in our daily life and struggles we've had with it in the past. So, we're going to talk about this, and it's going to get really personal.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so, Geneva, what's the definition of confidence?
The feeling or belief that one can rely on someone or something.
Perfect.
I
All right.
missed half of that. All right, so.
So, the...
Wait, I have a better one.
Oh, okay.
The state of feeling certain about the truth of something.
Oh,
Okay.
I like that one better.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's belief in the truth and
Of something.
reliance on that. Okay.
Okay, but also I feel like nowadays it isn't like the belief in something or like a factual like I guess it's used in a way of like, oh yeah, I'm very confident that this will work. Oh yeah, I'm
it's
very
more individualistic, I feel like.
Oh yeah, easily.
In like, especially in the U.S. It's just, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah. So it's a belief in yourself and what you think you can accomplish at its truest form in culture, and it's definitely something that you can struggle with. And I know I've personally struggled with it a lot. I'm a writer. I love writing. I write because it's ways to get the tiny voices out of my head. I promise I'm not schizophrenic. You can debate me on that, but I'm not there yet.
Yeah. Okay.
I have always struggled with being confident in what I've created because in my mind it's always like trash. My notebook is my garbage bin. That's where I put the stuff that's
not.
clutter. I know it's not in my head, but then half of it's just like, so dumb. Sorry, we just got adjusted by Tim, the cameraman.
You're a guy.
I'm sorry. That was my bad, Tim. Camera guy. My bad.
Why? You're very actually no, I regret that. I retract that statement.
Don't say that, Sonora.
Okay,
Don't say that.
anyways, back to our
Yeah.
topic of the day.
Already sidetracking. We got this. So I've definitely struggled with that a lot. But even just recently, I was actually able to take an opportunity to use my writing and actually like share it with people. And usually I don't share my writing at all. It just kind of lives in my notebook, and I'll just secretly like look at it and cry in the middle of the night. But yeah, sad pat on the shoulder. It's okay. Jovi's getting better at this. I have no self-confidence, but recently, I've been able to start listening to myself and thinking, hey, they can hate it, and that will hurt, but you will live. What's most important is that you love what you've created. And I have created several universes that I think are better than the universe we're in right now.
Honestly, I think anything is better than this universe we're in right now at this point.
Don't become pessimistic. We're like 2 minutes in. I'm sorry. So, bring it back in. We got this.
Our camera guy just said 4 minutes, actually.
Thank you for correcting us. Yeah. I was 2 minutes off.
It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, continue.
So being able to share my writing and just kind of brace myself for the impact of, it's okay, this is for you, not for anybody else. And I feel like that's how most artists feel or should feel, is that our art is a representation of ourselves and a representation of who we want to be, what we want the world to be. And that's not something that we do for other people. That's something that we have to learn to do for ourselves.
Mm-hmm. And then I feel like once we work on ourselves and are confident in ourselves and that we are self-loving in that way, we can then continue to help other people with that. So, like, it's not just like I'm the only one who exists, and you know what? The world revolves around me, and I am the best. Not like that kind of thing.
Like a constant fear is taking it too far, and then it becoming like a vanity almost, like where you take over your universe and it's just you, and that's not cool. People don't do that. It's more of like a learning to love yourself before you can love others type of situation.
Yes. That's why therapy exists.
I got words out of my mouth, and this is our substitute to therapy, guys.
Oh, yeah, no. Actually, I do go to therapy. It's actually helping with my confidence.
This is my substitute to therapy, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's definitely been a struggle. But now I'm starting to try and, like, now that I started with my songwriting, I'm able to actually start even just considering sharing my written works with other people. And that is a huge part of my life, because there have been 2 people in my life who have ever shared my writing with, and that is my cousin Molly. Shout out. She's in Colorado and doesn't know this thing exists. That's okay. And my sister, who's very pessimistic. Thanks, Rayleigh.
Gremlin child.
Yeah, thanks. That's helpful.
Okay. Do I have to talk about me now?
Yes, you have to talk about yourself. I opened up some more. Now you gotta open that can of worms. Blah, let it out.
Okay. So, honestly, for those who are listening to the podcast and not the video, Geneva, shut up. For those, honestly, what I struggle with in confidence is just, like, this.
For those of you listening and not watching, she's gesturing to herself.
Just, like, my being. It's fine, though. Like, it's just, like, and honestly, just figuring out with what I'm supposed to do in my life. Like,
horses. Sorry.
Oh, yes, I figured that out. But, like, in middle school, I'd be like, what the heck am I gonna do? Like, at first it was, like, artists, and then it was, like, architect. Even though I utterly hate math, I don't know why I chose that. That was a stupid decision, Sonora. Anyways.
Third person. I'm not the only person who talks in third person. I'm sorry. That was a sidetrack.
Jolie is not the only person. Anyway. And also, like, just with my face and my body and just, like, my entire being. Okay, our Google machine just, like, made the hard thing, and so I made it back. Anyway,
Google machine. Geneva.
And struggling with just self-love. And, like, what I should wear or whatever. Like, in middle school, I'd be like, I don't care what I look like. I don't care what my body looks like. I just don't care. Even though I did, and so literally the only thing I would wear would be, like, hoodies and sweatpants. I'd be like, this is my I don't care stage. And
it's a vibe, though.
It is a vibe. It was a vibe. And honestly, it was very comfortable.
It's not a phase, it's a lifestyle, Mom. Sorry. I mean, kind of. Yeah, I feel like one of the biggest things that, like, I don't know if this is just me, but, like, so it's one of the biggest things that, like, keeps you from entering into the phase of accepting self-love, like, taking care of yourself, is, like, the fear of becoming too vain or taking it too far and then becoming somebody that you don't want to be.
Whoa.
We're coming to the philosophy part,
okay,
guys.
Wait, that was actually really, like, in-depth. Good job.
High five.
That was, like, amazing.
Yeah, that's probably the deepest we're gonna get. That's, yeah. It's just, like, yeah, I feel like, I don't know if that's just me and Sonora, because...
And honestly, yeah, that's just us. And you guys can totally have, like, a different perspective on that and have your own struggles, but we're talking about what we go through. And if there's other people out there that are similar to us, that's great. But
we just put a voice to your thoughts. Yay!
No.
Validation!
Woo!
Ow. didn't think
Don't-
that. I'm sorry.
hurt yourself.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, also,
Okay.
that's something I struggled with. Oh, we're getting really deep here. I struggled with self-harm all throughout like middle school and even like a little bit today. Not as much anymore. And which has really helped, and actually like going to therapy has helped me a lot.
Yeah.
So honestly, if that's something you guys want to check out and are willing to do, that is good. Okay? But if you're not ready yet, it's definitely a first step of like taking that and like, okay, it is okay that I need help. And it is okay to accept that I am a broken, messy meat bag of a human.
It started out so good. And you just said meat bag. No, but it's like,
It's not just you.
yeah.
It is not just
And
you.
it's also about accepting the fact that it's okay to be broken. It's okay to be in those places in your life when you don't feel whole and when you don't feel okay, because that's part of life and it's bad, but at the same time, it gives you places to build off of.
Mm-hmm. And so I feel like the first step towards good confidence in yourself and then helping that and then like expanding that to other people would be accepting the fact that I am not a perfect in this world's definition. I am not a perfect being. Like that's like the very first step towards like actually like building yourself up to be on a solid, stable plateau of, I don't know, something. I was trying to go with a metaphor, but you know, it didn't work. This is where the squirrels come in.
I'm sorry. You said meat sack.
We don't have to talk about that.
Okay, moving on. I had to let a little bit of it
Also,
out.
how long do we want these to be?
I don't know. I mean, Tim the camera guy, how long is it right now?
12 minutes.
12 minutes?
It's only, wow. Okay.
That's not felt like 12 minutes. Okay, anyways.
Okay. So, and then also, is there like, okay, hey Geneva,
Yeah.
is there alternate definitions of confidence?
Yeah.
Can we hear those alternate
Yeah.
versions?
That's all. Just a yeah.
Okay, a feeling of self-assurance arising from one's appreciation of one's own abilities or qualities.
Why do I feel like when you hear that type of definition or like the self-assurance type thing, all I can think of is like ancient Greek heroes. Because that was literally like their whole thing, was that they were so confident, so sure of themselves that they could just go and like stab people and get away with it. I'm sorry. Like I don't think I'd be confident in myself enough to get in a boat and then just go, I want a gold fluffy thing from a sheep. Well, let's go get it, guys. For those of
Yeah.
you who don't know Greek mythology, that is
It's a long story. You
It's
guys can look it up. Just look
Jason and the quest for the golden fleece.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It's very interesting. Anyways, we'll get that into later topics and podcasts. My brain has just like gone flat now.
Pull from the hat.
Flatline.
Huh?
Pull from the hat.
Well, I mean,
Do we want a second topic for this episode?
Is this?
I mean,
about
maybe we
bus
should just do a fun
drivers?
topic. We talked about.
Yeah, we talked about seriousness, and now we just gotta pick a new one.
No, we just.
and
Hopefully that's not serious. This is our hat. We should name the hat.
the hat's name is Flurgan.
Flurgan.
Flurgan the hat.
Flurgan the hat.
Let's see.
Is it something funny though?
No, that's a sad topic that I will die if we talk about. No. Here we go. What about this one? Okay, here we go. All right. Another one would be, what if humans were naturally nocturnal or exothermic, and the logic behind that. Okay, I am convinced I was born nocturnal.
She doesn't sleep.
I don't sleep. I, like, just get these periods where I just kind of sit with my eyes open and then just, like, don't do anything. And that, I don't know, I don't remember sleeping, but I have the world's worst case of
Okay,
insomnia.
here's the thing. You're Neurodivergent people. Which is like ADHD, ADD, OCD, autism, whatever. All those fun things. Yeah. Exactly. Their, like, most active period, and they're like, I want to do things and be, like, productive, is from between 10 at night to 2 a.m.
That is the most relatable thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
So I don't sleep either. We don't sleep.
We don't sleep.
We just, I mean, I like, fall asleep, but, like, I'll get, like, 30 minutes of REM.
Yeah,
And
no.
anything else is just, like...
I, like, got the sleep app on my phone and, like, recorded my sleep schedule, and I think my phone was worried for me. It showed me, and it was like, you got, like, 2 hours of deep sleep, and I'm like... Don't tell me what I already know, phone. Leave me alone.
So, like, that, like, are humans nocturnal kind of, like, makes sense for, like, neurodivergency. But then, like, but then at the same time, my mom, she doesn't sleep either, and she's not mentally unstable. I'm kidding.
No, okay, I remember hearing something a while back. I have no idea if it's true or not, but I remember hearing something where humans were, like, most of the animals that we are closest related to are actually nocturnal, and we have just adapted to living in the daylight cycle, and because of that, our deepest roots are actually springing from nocturnalism.
Okay, but
like raccoons.
Trash panda.
Cute, fluffy thing that I want to hold, but I know is dangerous.
Don't get rabies.
I don't want rabies, but I want a raccoon.
Just substitute for a ferret.
Okay. I guess.
They have little masks, too. Like, if you get one, they'll have, like, little masks.
They don't have fingers.
Well, I mean, they'll go up your pants, so...
Why do you know this?
Because my dad had one in college, and, like, if he had a party, it would, like, go up people's pants. Anyways. Humans, although
I can imagine
we don't...
what kind of problems would arouse from that.
It was...
Arouse?
Shut up!
No! Timothy, no!
Bad camera guy.
Bad camera
Bad
guy.
camera
No.
guy.
No.
Bad camera guy.
No. Anyways,
I really hope.
but then, like, but then just, like, actually, we should have, like, just, like, clarified this, like, at the very beginning of this. Christianity.
Christian manatee.
No. We're not related to animals. We do not believe that. Capital E evolution, which is basically a pig, or, like, a whale can turn into a pig and, like, morph that way. I believe in lowercase evolution, where a bird, if its environment is changed, it will, like, form, like, a different beak to eat berries better, but it won't change into, like, a completely different animal. So, that's just our point of view. But then,
I want to learn more about evolution and the theories behind evolution. But I think I'm leaning more towards the Big Bang being real. We'll get into this in other episodes. I apologize. We can flip the shark inside out.
Yeah, no, we can flip the shark inside out. We can flip Bubbles inside out. I do not believe...
Bubbles is inside out and his organs are now spilling on the floor. We will... My apologies. Bubbles is a reversible shark.
Okay, so the video just ended because your storage is full.
Okay, well, we have the recording.
We'll dive into this in other episodes. I think I'm leaning more towards what Sonora said.
Filming.
But, yeah, we still have the recording, though.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I think I'm leaning more towards lowercase evolution, but I am willing to consider the possibilities of a Big Bang, I think is what I'm trying to say here. Oh, Sonora's face is all squishy. That's okay.
I don't agree with that.
That's okay. Okay.
Bubbles is inside out.
Bubbles is inside out, but that's okay. One of the biggest things that I don't like about our world today is the fact that if you disagree, you can't continue having conversations.
Honestly, yes. It's literally, like, about, like...
It's all divisions.
On this topic, especially, or just, like, exact with English. Okay. On this topic, especially, just, like, with, like, religion and scientific fact. It's, like, a very, like, hard clash, and just, it's constantly just, like, banging of heads, like, no, you're wrong, I'm right. No, you're wrong, I'm right. And then there is an actual conversation to lead to a conclusion.
Yeah, and it's one of the biggest things in our world today is it's like if you have different beliefs than somebody else, then you're automatically in different groups. But that's not the case. It's okay to disagree, and it's okay to have different opinions, and it's okay to continue talking and being friends and having relationships, and it's okay to talk it out. It happens, and it's just
And
a part of
then
life.
even if you don't, like, reach a conclusion or you don't, like, come to an agreement, that is fine. You can still be friends. It doesn't mean you need to have a permanent grudge against this person now.
Yeah, and it's also, you don't have to be one side or the other. It's like, for a long time in my life, I wanted to be a scientist, but I was also Christian. And for a long time, it felt like I was being pulled between the two. And that was really, really difficult for me because they were both huge parts of my life that took up so much space and were so, like, important and beautiful and, like, offered answers to all of these questions. And eventually, I couldn't continue doing that anymore because the world felt like it was pulling me in two different directions. There was no middle ground.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not okay. There should be middle ground.
There should be. And then, honestly, just because, like, the world is so, like, convoluted, in some situations, it's black and white, but then in other situations, there can be gray.
Yeah.
Like, it just depends. It's, like, just evaluating and having the knowledge and wisdom and confidence.
I thought you were going to say communism for a second.
No. No, that is bad. And having the confidence to be able to judge what situation that is. Like, whether or not it's black and white or whether or not it can be gray. And then even the grays can sometimes be, like, a gray that's a little bit more towards the white side or a gray that's a little bit more towards, like, the dark blackish side. And it's, like, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
It's okay to not agree on something. That doesn't mean you need to, like...
Hey, Geneva.
Yeah.
Can you define exothermic?
Oh, yeah.
Because we completely ignored the bottom half of it. And so, like...
Accompanied by the release of heat.
Okay, so exothermic
So, like, sexy
is...
like me.
Oh, my gosh. Yes. Slay. Total queen. Okay.
Oh, my gosh.
Exothermic is... So, I think like, the scientific definition that everybody can agree on of exothermic is that something or a animal or a being or something that generates and expels its own heat. And then, therefore, endothermic would be something that cannot generate its own heat, and so then it has to absorb it from an outside
Aren't
source.
we exothermic, though? As humans?
Yes, because humans are mammals.
Which then what's the...
Yeah, so we're supposed to talk about what if we were exothermic?
What if we were endothermic?
Oh, so then...
What if we were... Okay.
I got these ideas from my class.
Oh, your class is stupid.
Honestly, sometimes they really are. And, like,
No.
it led to a full discussion. Like, wait, we literally talked about this yesterday, guys.
We
What?
all have dumb moments.
Yes, we do. Okay,
It
so
is-
what if we were endothermic then?
What if we were endothermic?
So that means we would have to...
Think about it. They would have to have, like, stations in, like, just everywhere for, like, reheating.
Oh
Like,
my gosh, and then, like, the frozen aisle section in
Yes! All
grocery
the people
stores?
who overheated would just, like, walk into grocery stores and just, like, sit like a lizard on the frozen peas.
Yes.
I
Honestly,
love
though,
that image.
I feel
love
like
that image.
frozen peas would be very comfortable to sit on.
They would. It's like those, like, packing peanuts.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yes. It's like, they're, like...
Or imagine, like, sitting on ice cream.
I wanted to
Dude.
swim in ice cream for so freaking long. But
What do
I
you
can't
mean
find the pool.
wanted to? Past tense? I still want to.
Well, just recently, I had a dream about it and woke up, and then finally, after years, realized how unrealistic it is. So I had to just kind of drop it like it's hot.
Ice cream isn't hot, though.
Shut up, Sonora.
Drop it like it's dry ice, and you'll
Dry
get
ice,
fizzy burn.
and you're burning your fingers off.
Yeah.
That's great.
Can we flip Bubbles back inside out now? Because
Yeah.
we're talking about ice cream. Yes.
Bubbles likes ice cream, and Bubbles is happy when we talk about ice cream.
Yeah.
Bubbles likes ice cream.
Bubbles does like ice cream.
So, again, think about, like, at this, like, this is California. It's freaking hot in the summer.
Not as hot as, like, Texas. Or
Not as hot as
the
Texas.
South, or
Texas.
Arizona.
Texas.
Anyway.
But in California, it gets so hot. In the summer, we would all be overheating, and we just essentially have to, like, squat in grocery stores. Or like inside the Costco with that huge
Oh
room
my
of
gosh,
frozen produce
yes.
where you get the shivers every time you walk into it.
Ugh.
I used to hate that room as a kid, but if I was endothermic, I'd probably want to move there.
And then like, but then you would not move there because endothermic needs outside heat.
Oh, true.
So like if you'd overheat and then you got too much outside heat, then yes, you would go into the freezer aisle. But then like you'd have to move eventually, or else you would. Freeze.
Okay. New idea. You move into a Costco, and if you get too cold, you go into the bakery where it's really warm, and then just like sit in front of the oven and chill. And then if you
Or the rotisserie chicken.
Or the rotisserie chicken. We all know we love that smell.
Oh my gosh,
I'm a
yes.
vegetarian, and I love that smell. So then you leave, and if you get too hot, you go to the frozen section, and you just sit surrounded by produce and cool off.
Milk.
Why did you say it like that?
I don't know.
Milk.
Anyways, Costco is the perfect ideal habitat for a endothermic animal.
So, if humans somehow get, like, zapped by, or, like, we get a mutation from, like, a nuclear bomb explosion and we suddenly just become endothermic, I know that's not going to happen, but I don't have a better explanation for why we would become endothermic. Don't blow the paper.
Sorry, there was a hair on my phone, so I was getting it off.
So, then we all move to Costco. You all heard me. By the way, has anybody else ever dreamed of going to a Costco, like, during a zombie apocalypse and then just, like, building a house out of all the furniture that they have?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I'm getting very aggressive agreeing from Tim, the camera guy. Yes. So,
Yeah.
I want to email Mr. Beast and make him do this because I need to see somebody do this, and he makes the most money. So
Honestly,
he
could create his own Costco.
Oh my gosh, I want my own Costco. That's a new life goal. I want to buy my own Costco. I really want a Costco.
Honestly, me too. Now that we're thinking about this,
Think
I
of
want a
everything you
Costco.
could do. You'd have a huge parking lot. You could make your own fort. You could use those really cool, humongous TVs to essentially create your own VR room. And I did do this in a dream. There is endless possibilities. And they even have my, like, contact lens prescription saved in a Costco somewhere. So if I get that specific one, I can continue seeing with my eyeballs.
I can't get my contacts from at Costco because I'm too blind, and they don't carry that prescription, and my eyes are different, and so like they can't. Yeah, I would just not be. I could get my glasses prescription though, but then I hate glasses because they fall off my face because the lenses are too heavy. I'm blind, guys. Not legally. I am not blind.
Forget legally blonde. I'm legally blind. I'm not
Oh
blonde.
my gosh. I am blonde though.
No, okay. What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, okay, so one time I spent an entire day imagining how many different ways I would have died if we were, like, in, like, the Dark Ages. I am nearsighted and I have weird feet and my eyes can do weird things, so I am, like, 60% sure I would have been burned at the stake by now. Yeah, yeah.
Honestly, same. I mean, because third-person referrals, like, that totally is, like...
Yeah, no, if I walked into a tavern and actually went, Jovi's thirsty.
Yeah.
Burn her now.
Honestly, how I probably would have, like, walked into a wall one too many times.
Oh my gosh, no.
Or fallen off a cliff.
That too. I mean, good.
Just,
good
like,
solution.
totally, like, just, like, zoning out while I'm walking and then just splat.
Or, like, those things where, like, they tied the women's ankles to a stone and then
Oh
chucked
my
her
gosh,
in the water.
that's so stupid. Yeah.
Because they're like, if you untie it and swim, you're a witch.
But if you're not a witch, you'll die.
If you're not a witch, you die. There's so many good options here.
A lot of people died, guys. That's not good.
Yeah. Oh, but...
The human race could have just become extinct.
Well, that's what we had the plague for.
A lot of things make sense now.
I know, right? Okay.
Okay, should we, like, end a recording at, like, half an hour? Because we're at 29 minutes. I feel like that's a good podcast
28,
time.
29, 30. Okay, we have 30 seconds more, guys.
We need, like, an outro.
We do.
Oh, where's our acorns?
Where's our acorns? Have you seen our acorns? Ba-dum-tsh.
Wow. All right, guys. This is our very first episode of Philosophical Squirrels. And, we'll see you next time whenever we record the next
Earth, humanity, questions,
The letter Q.
French fries.
Your mom. All right, guys. See you next time.